The future to come in 20 to 30 years. Can it be predicted in the times of global uncertainty? How to map out the contours of the future so that they are more clear and bright. And what can be done by those who are today called the next generation?
In today's episode, little star in the big world of cinema. I've wanted to become an actress since I was a little girl. In the future, I would like to work in the film industry. Merey Makazhan, film actress, age 15. She is a student of the Lyceum number 126 in Almaty. She debuted in the first Kazakh TV series for children called Sanzhar and Kaisar. She starred in 6 feature films, including the Kazakh-American film Amre.
Мен Алматы қаласында 2004 жылы дүниеге келдім.
I was born in 2004 in Almaty. Our family consists of 4 people: me, dad, mom, and brother. My father is a director and actor, and my mother works as an editor-in-chief of science magazine focused on chemistry. My family taught me to be humble, patient, honest, to love art and life. My parents were very happy when I became interested in art. My mom does not work in the field of art, and I usually share with my dad. One of his most important pieces of advice to me is to be patient. If you can handle everything, then there is a chance of becoming a good actress.
Актриса болуын әбден мүмкін деп айтады. Алматы қаласында 126 мамандандырылған лицейде 9 сыныпта қызыл куәлікпен бітірдім.
I have finished 9th grade with honors. During my studies, I try not to act in films. Right now, for me, it is more important to attend classes and to get an education. Therefore, I try to take part in film projects only during the summer. For an actress, the use of literary language is very important. I read Kazakh literature with a great pleasure and study Kazakh language. My teachers and classmates support me in everything. I am very grateful for that.
Мұғалімдеріме, сыныптастарыма алғысым шексіз. Мен жастайымнан пысық болатынмын, үнемі осы балабақша кезінде де әртүрлі.
I was extremely active from an early age. In kindergarten, I used to be a host at the concerts. I used to dance and sing. Since my dad was an actor and director, people used to come to our place to film him or take a photo for an audition in a movie. Once, while watching this process, I could not resist anymore and said, I also want to act. Take a photo of me too. 2 days later, my audition tape got me accepted. And that is how I got my first role.
Рөлге алған екен. Сөйтіп, ең бірінші рөлім осындай жолмен келді. Сегіз жасымнан
At the age of 8, I started acting in TV series. My first acting job was the role of Saida in the children's series called Sanzhar and Kaisar.
рөлі болып келдім.
Оң қолдарыңды мұрындарына тигізіңдер. Бол! Енді сол қолдарымен.
Бұл Санжар мен Кайсар сериалы.
It was about 2 friends. I think many children have watched it because it was the first TV series in Kazakhstan made for children.
Себебі ең бірінші Қазақстандағы тұңғыш сериал балаларға арналған. Санжар мен Кайсар сериалында негізі мен бала болғандықтан.
When I starred in Sanzhar and Kaisar series, I was very young, and I did not take everything that was happening around me at that time too seriously. Maybe that is why the role of Saida was very close to me. By the way, according to the script, Saida was an energetic, nimble girl, and I cannot say that it was difficult for me to play her.
Қиыншылықтары болды деп айта алмаймын. Алғаш гонорарыма ана маған пианиноны алып.
For my first paycheck, my mother bought me a piano. Thanks to this piano, I studied at a music school for 7 years, finished the piano department with honors. They say that the 7 arts are not enough for a person. Therefore, besides the piano, I want to learn to play the dombra and the violin.
Скрипканы да ойнай бергім келеді. Sanzhar and Kaisar сериалынан кейін менде қосалқы рөлдер болды.
After Sanzhar and Kaisar series, I played roles in several films. These were mainly cameo. In Akan Satayev's film, The Road to Mother, I played one of the main roles, the girl named Umit. That was a huge project, and I am very happy that I had the opportunity to work in such film. First, it was a historical film. Secondly, it was a great honor for me to work with such a director as Akan Satayev, and this film has opened the way for me to the world of big cinema. Nobody invited me to the film, The Way to Mother. I wanted to take part in the auditions. It had several stages. At the beginning, there was a selection based on photographs. Then, there was an audition tape. They watched me acting. And during the 3rd stage, I rehearsed the role with my imaginary family. After going through all 3 stages, I got the role of Umit.
Umit рөліне мені алды. Менің осы Umit рөлім көбісіне ұнады, көбісінің көңілінен.
Many people liked my Umit. I like her too. Umit is a laconic, reserved girl, and I am very different from Umit because she was born during a famine. The role of Umit taught me to be appreciative what we now have. For example, today we do not pay attention to many things because we have everything that was not there then during the famine, which was shown in this film.
Бізде барлығы бар болғандықтан, оны қадірлеуді түсінбейміз. Ашаршылық кезінде
hungry children were ready to hunt mice for food. The girl whom I played and her grandmother were able to survive hunger and start a new life.
Ол соңына шейін анасымен осы ашаршылықтан өтіп жаңа өмірге қадам басты.
One of the most difficult scenes in this film was the death of Umit's mother. I admit this was a very difficult scene. It was hard for me to play it. I think that if you see it, you will understand what I am talking about.
Umit ол кезде қаншада 10-11 жаста.
How old was Umit then? About 10 to 11. Losing a very close person when you are only 10 to 11 years old is painful and difficult.
Бір сахнада сен күліп ойнау керексің да, сосын келесі сахна бірден жылайтын сахна.
It is not difficult to cry right away during filming. In one scene, you have to laugh, play, and in the next, you are asked to cry. It was not easy to move quickly from one emotion to another. Akan Aga helped me a lot. He said, "What would you do if your mother died?" And then I understood everything and immediately started crying. I also remember the scene when I eat porridge, because we had lunch just before that. After that, I had to play a scene with porridge. I thought there would be 1 to 2 takes, but no, we shot a lot of takes as usual. I still can't look at the porridge. I can't even eat porridge for breakfast before going to school in the morning.
Таңертең мектепке баратын кезде таңғы асқа ботқа жей алмаймын. Осы Umit рөлін ойнағаннан кейін
After playing the role of Umit, it was difficult for me to return to myself, to Merey, because when you play a role, it lasts from several weeks to several months. You have to live in that role. My parents were the first to notice. They asked me, "What happened? Why are you in a bad mood?" I tried to explain. My father understood immediately. Since Umit is a girl who lived during the famine, her fate is very dramatic, and I live a happy life.
Ашаршылық кезінде дүниеге келген қыз болғандықтан, оның өмірі негізі шынымен де қиын. Қазіргі мысалы, сол Umit рөлін сомдап болғаннан кейін, өзіме келгеннен кейін, қандай бақытты өмірде, қандай бақытты кезде өмір сүріп жатырмын деп қуанған болатынмын. Осындай қиын рөлдер сомдағаннан кейін.
After difficult roles, my parents try to make me relax. For example, they take me to the mountains. It helps me to recover. I like walking outside with my father. Sometimes I climb a mountain and just scream. It gives me energy.
Ағайлағанның өзі маған энергия береді.
The noise of the river, the singing of birds, the mountain breeze, all of that gives me strength.
Осы тарихи фильмге түскен кезде мен
When I starred in this film, I met wonderful actors such as Еркебулан Дайров, Adil Akhmetov, and Auruzhan Жазылбекова.
Мен танысқан болатынмын. Елге танымал актер актрисалармен ойнаған, маған солар сияқты бетке тұтар актер болуға бір мотивация береді.
Acting with famous actors gives me the motivation to become a real professional actress. Working with them gives me a lot. In the future, I will follow their advice too, play my roles well. I can say that The Way to Mother is my business card. Thanks to it, I played a role in the film called Amre.
Менің саған жақсы жағалығым бар. Бұл менің қолымнан келе ме екен?
Кастинг директорының айтуы бойынша менің түрі келбетім.
According to the casting director, my appearance is suitable for the role of a Kazakh girl of that historical period. Zere in this film is not very bright and memorable because we see her at the beginning and at the end of the film. But judging by the role, I realize that she is a very smart girl, and I like the role of Zere.
Мен ақылды, тәртіпті, инабатты қыз секілді көрсеттім, және маған өзіме жеке Зере рөлі қатты ұнады.
Amre
Осы Amre тарихи фильм арқылы.
Thanks to the Amre, I learned that there was such an iconic, well-known personality as Amre Kashaobayev in our history, and I was surprised to discover that more than 100 years ago he sang in Paris, where he showed the Kazakh folk art. I think that today's youth should know about famous historical figures, and we need more films like Amre. When our school was closed for quarantine, we thought it would be over in a month. We hoped that we would meet on May 25th. We missed each other very much.
Үлкен бір сенім болды, бірақ соңында енді қазірге шейін сыныптастармен әлі көрісе алмай жүрміз, сондықтан бір-бірімізді өте қатты сағынып қалдық. Ал негізі өзім карантин кезінде.
And in fact, during this period, during the quarantine, I have discovered many new hobbies like reading books, drawing, editing videos. In general, I have discovered new things about me.
Монтаждау секілді, сондай жаңа қырларымды тани бастадым. Карантин кезінде мен орысша кітаптарды оқыдым, себебі
By the way, during quarantine, I mostly read books in Russian because my next project will be in Russian. The first book I recently read is called City of Women, and the second one is The Last Month in Paris. Then I reread Agatha Christie's Big Four and the Harry Potter.
Арасында Гарри Поттерді де оқыдым. Карантин мені шыдамдылыққа үйретті.
Quarantine taught me to be more patient, to be more organized and maintain cleanliness. In fact, the quarantine has made many people think about it. No one knew that such a quarantine would last for several months, but I think it will end someday, and then the best times will come.
Арты жақсы болады деп ойлаймын. Осы карантиннің арқасында
During quarantine, I became closer with my family. Until that time, my parents worked all the time, and I went to school, and we were apart most of the time during the day. Now, thanks to this quarantine, I have learned to appreciate time with my family. I realized how nice it is to see my parents and brother every day.
Жақындарымды көру ол бір үлкен бақыт екенін түсіндім. Негізі арманды айтуға болмайды дейді ғой, ол орындалмай қалады дегенде. Сондықтан мен арман.
They say that you should keep your dream in secret, otherwise it will not come true. Therefore, I will not tell you my dream. You will find out about it later when it will come true. I can only say that my main goal is to become a good specialist, develop and improve my acting skills. Therefore, now I try to learn different languages, the history of countries. The future belongs to young people, and if we do not invest our efforts in the development of our country, then who will push it forward? Each of us must study hard, succeed in chosen career, so our country will be able to reach a new, higher level in the future.
керек және болашақта елімізді жаңа деңгейге көтеру керек деп ойлаймын.
Merey Makazhan dreams of playing the roles of Kazakh women who are significant for the history of the country. For example, Kulyash Baysitova, Manshuk Mametova, Aliya Moldagulova. Merey never told us her most cherished dream. But we are guessing that this dream is connected with the world of cinema. That might be a movie that will allow Merey Makazhan to walk the red carpet of one of the most prestigious international film festivals on her way to a big award.